Welcome back to Biggest Spoilers. The drama is about to reach a breaking point on the bold and the beautiful. Steffy Forrester is heartbroken. Carter Walton is drowning in his own pain, and one emotionally charged moment could leave them both facing consequences they never expected. But here's where things get even more complicated. While Steffy and Carter appear to be getting closer, Finn is racing back to Los Angeles with one goal in mind: finding Steffy and try to save their marriage before it's too late. So, will Finn make it back in time? Or could one impulsive night change everything? Meanwhile, Electra Forrester is going head-to-head with Melissa Dillon. Deacon's sharp surprise proposal to Taylor Hayes could create even more trouble involving Sheila Carter, and a possible New Youth line at Forrester Creations may put Dillon in the middle of a dangerous loyalty dilemma. There's a lot to unpack, so make sure you stay with us until the end, because every storyline could lead to major fallout. Let's get started. Steffy and Carter get dangerously close. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Monday, August 17th, reveal that Steffy Forrester Finnegan and Carter Walton may finally give in to the pull they've been feeling toward each other. And considering the emotional state they are both in, that could be a very dangerous combination. Steffy has been struggling ever since all the chaos involving Sheila Carter. After leaving Monaco, she spent the flight trying to numb her pain with alcohol, but it clearly didn't make the emotional devastation disappear. By the time she is back, Steffy is still completely shaken. She has also delivered the news that things are over between her and John Finnegan. That is when Carter steps in to comfort her. At first, it may be nothing more than a supportive gesture. Carter puts a comforting hand on Steffy's shoulder as she deals with everything that has happened. But spoilers suggest that Carter's attempt to comfort Steffy could soon become much more complicated. Carter is dealing with his own emotional pain. He has also been drinking heavily, and he appears to believe that his marriage to Daphne Rose Walton may be over as well. So now, both Steffy and Carter are hurting. Both are emotionally vulnerable, and both may be looking for a way to escape the devastation they are feeling, even if only for a little while. That is why it may not take long before their emotions get the better of them. A kiss could quickly change the entire situation, and if they continue giving in to temptation, Steffy and Carter could cross a line that neither of them can easily take back. They may simply want to feel something other than heartbreak and devastation. But temporary comfort could lead to consequences that last much longer than either of them expects. And that is where Finn's return becomes even more important. Finn wants Steffy back, but is he already too late? While Steffy is struggling back in Los Angeles, Finn will be dealing with his own fears. Ridge Forrester remains furious about the way this entire situation has played out. From Ridge's perspective, Finn has not been the loyal husband that Steffy deserves. But Finn does not want to lose Steffy. Not over Sheila. Not after everything they have built together. Finn knows that Steffy is the most important person in his life, and he appears determined to find a way to repair the damage. During his flight back to Los Angeles, Finn will have plenty of time to think about how he can win Steffy back. But there may be one major problem. While Finn is thinking about how to save his marriage, Steffy and Carter could be making a mistake that will make the situation even worse. If they give in to their emotions while under the influence of alcohol, the aftermath could be devastating. Steffy and Carter may regret what happens next, but regret does not erase consequences. And once a line has been crossed, there may be no way to undo it. So, when Finn finally arrives in Los Angeles, will he still have a chance to save his marriage? Or could he discover that everything has changed while he was away? Finn races home as Steffy leans on Carter. The bold and the beautiful preview for the week of August 17th through August 21st suggests that Finn will return to Los Angeles with one major goal. He needs to get to Steffy before it is too late. Meanwhile, Steffy believes that her relationship with Finn is over. She continues opening up to Carter about everything that has happened. Steffy explains that all she ever wanted was to be free from the woman she believes has been trying to destroy her family. The ongoing Sheila Carter drama has pushed Steffy to her emotional limit. She has reached the point where it feels like enough is enough. And Carter understands pain right now. With Daphne Rose Walton gone and Carter believing that his own marriage may be over, he is also drinking and struggling emotionally. That creates a dangerous connection between the two of them. Steffy may comfort Carter. Carter may continue comforting Steffy. And that emotional connection could quickly turn into something neither of them planned. Meanwhile, Finn is rushing home and making it clear that he needs to get to Steffy before it is too late. But based on the way things appear to be developing, Finn may indeed find himself running out of time. Could Steffy and Carter make a mistake before Finn gets a chance to stop everything from falling apart? That is one question viewers will definitely be watching closely. Electra and Dillon face off. But the Steffy, Carter, and Finn drama is not the only explosive storyline coming up. Electra Forrester and Melissa Dillon are also heading toward a serious confrontation. The weekly promo begins with Katie Logan Spencer confronting Will Spencer. Katie questions why Will is saying that he misses Electra while also getting involved with her best friend. Of course, Will may have his own argument. From his perspective, Electra dumped him and made it clear that they were not getting back together. Dylan has been offering him comfort, and may not understand why he should turn away from that. But Electra is clearly not happy about Dylan's involvement with Will. The tension between Electra and Dylan is expected to explode at the office. Dylan has been making moves toward Will, and Electra may make it clear that Dylan's job could be in danger. In the weekly preview, Electra warns Dylan, "I am Electra Forrester. If I want it, you're gone." That certainly sounds like a threat. Electra may be prepared to push for Dylan to be fired if she continues pursuing Will. However, Dylan could point out that Steffy and Ridge are the ones who actually decide her future at Forrester Creations. Electra, though, may believe she has enough influence to convince them to show Dylan the door. But with Steffy's personal life collapsing around her, Dylan's job may not be Steffy's biggest concern right now, and that could allow the Electra and Dylan conflict to grow even more intense. Deacon proposes to Taylor, but what will Sheila do? Now let's turn to another situation that could create serious trouble. Deacon Sharpe has dropped to one knee and proposed to Taylor Hayes, and the timing could not be more complicated. Deacon's marriage to Sheila Carter has barely ended, and now he is already presenting Taylor with a ring. Taylor is understandably shocked by the proposal. This is a major romantic move, but it comes after the wreckage of Deacon's marriage to Sheila. And that marriage fell apart because Sheila caught Deacon cheating with Taylor. According to Deacon, Taylor is a woman he wants to be with. Maybe she truly is. But moving this quickly could create an entirely new problem, because no one should forget who Sheila Carter is. Sheila has never been known for handling heartbreak quietly. Taylor's been on Sheila's radar before, and the history between these two women is anything but peaceful. Now Sheila could eventually find out that the woman she blames for destroying her marriage may soon be planning a wedding with Deacon. That could be a dangerous situation. Sheila has told Deacon that she will not do anything she regrets. But how much faith should anyone place in that promise? Especially when a wedding would put Taylor and Deacon directly in the spotlight. And Sheila has never exactly been known for staying away from a dramatic situation. The timing is also particularly complicated because Sheila is currently in Monaco, where she has been focused on Finn. She is already dealing with one emotional situation. And once the news about Deacon and Taylor reaches her, it could add even more pressure. Taylor and Deacon may believe they are finally getting their chance at happiness. Taylor may feel that she has found stable love after years of chaos. Deacon may believe he is finally getting the happy ending he wants. But if Sheila learns about the engagement, how will she react? Could Taylor be walking into a dangerous situation by saying yes? That remains one of the biggest questions surrounding the storyline. A new Forrester plan could ignite the business war. Meanwhile, the business battle between the Forresters and the Logans and Spencers could be heating up. Once Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester return to Los Angeles, major changes may begin at Forrester Creations. Brooke and Ridge were stunned to learn in Monaco that they had lost a long-term client. The client also reportedly criticized the company's sales numbers and pointed to Logan as part of the problem. That could make Ridge much more interested in hearing a new proposal from RJ. The idea is for Electra to become the face of a possible new youth line at Forrester Creations. RJ and Zen could potentially serve as designers. It would give Forrester Creations a new direction at a time when the company may need stronger sales and fresh ideas. But there could also be another motivation behind the plan. The ongoing conflict with Katie, Bill Spencer, and Hope Logan has created serious tension. So, a successful new youth line could become both a business opportunity and a possible advantage in the growing war between the families. And that is where Dylan could become extremely important. Dylan's loyalty could change everything. Dylan is still working at Forrester Creations, but she is also deeply involved with Will Spencer. That could put her in the perfect position to learn information that might affect the Spencer and Logan families. If Dylan finds out about Electra's possible new youth line, she could face a major decision. Does she keep the information confidential, or does she give Will a warning? Dylan may feel that telling Will would be an act of loyalty, but the Forresters could see it as a serious betrayal. And considering the conflict between Dylan and Electra, Dylan may have another reason to consider exposing the plan. Electra has already lashed out at Dylan and slapped her. Dylan could view a business secret as an opportunity to get even. There is also an argument based on Electra's own complaints about loyalty. Electra has accused Will of betraying her by keeping Logan business information from her, but Will was dealing with information connected to a competing company. So, if Dylan learns about a Forrester business plan, would telling Will make her disloyal? Or, using Electra's own reasoning, would it simply make Dylan loyal to the person she cares about? That is the dilemma. And if Dylan does give Will the information, the entire business battle could change. Could Dylan warn Will, Katie, and Bill? RJ may formally pitch the youth line idea to Ridge and Steffy after they return from Monte Carlo. If the idea gains momentum, word could spread around Forrester Creations, and Dylan may eventually hear about it. If that happens, she could decide to tell Will. She might even decide to share the information with Katie or Bill. That would give the Logan and Spencer side time to prepare. If the Forresters are planning to launch the youth line in a way that catches their rivals off guard, Dylan's warning could destroy that advantage. Hope and Katie could begin preparing their own strategy, and House of Logan would not be blindsided. Of course, the Forresters would likely be furious if Dylan leaked confidential information. Electra could be especially angry, and RJ may push Ridge and Steffy to take action against Dylan. If the Forresters view her actions as a serious business betrayal, Dylan's job could be in jeopardy. But there is another side to the story. Electra slapped Dylan at work. Dylan may already believe that her future at Forrester Creations is uncertain because of the conflict over Will. So, if she already feels like she is on borrowed time, she may decide that she has very little left to lose. Could Dylan end up at House of Logan? If Dylan is pushed out of Forrester Creations, another possibility could emerge. Could she eventually find a place at House of Logan? Bill might appreciate the information Dylan provides. Even if Katie is not immediately ready to trust her, Katie may still question Dylan's motives. She could even judge Dylan for sharing confidential information. But Bill may see things differently. Knowing about the new youth line ahead of time could give Katie and Hope the opportunity to develop a strategy before the launch takes them by surprise. And Dylan could potentially become useful to House of Logan in other ways as well. She is an artist, which could make her a valuable addition if a new youth-focused line ever becomes part of Logan's plans. Hope already shares a line with Deacon Sharpe, but the discussion here centers on a possible younger demographic. That could create an opportunity for a new direction. If House of Logan managed to move quickly and create its own strategy before the Forrester youth line gained momentum, the business war could become even more intense. And Ridge and Steffy would certainly have plenty to say if their rivals managed to turn the situation around. Brooke could join the fight. Brooke is already upset about Katie launching a fragrance for House of Logan. When she returns to Los Angeles, those feelings could become even stronger. The tension between the families may continue to grow. And if Dylan gives Katie advance warning about Electra's possible new line, that could become another major blow to Forresters. It could also become a turning point for Dylan. Maybe Katie would eventually begin to see Dylan differently. Dylan has repeatedly tried to make it clear that she respects the Spencers. She works hard, supports herself, and genuinely wants to be with Will. Of course, Katie may not change her opinion overnight, but Dylan's actions could eventually make Katie reconsider. At the same time, Dylan's decision could make her even more of a target at Forrester Creations. And Electra may be furious if Dylan gets revenge by exposing the new business plan. So, as the storyline develops, Dylan could find herself caught between two powerful families. One decision could affect her job, her relationship with Will, her standing with Katie, and possibly her entire future. Outro plus final hook. So, there's a lot to watch in the coming episodes. Will Steffy and Carter give in to temptation during their emotional and vulnerable moment? And if they do, will Finn arrive too late to save his marriage? What will happen when Sheila eventually learns that Deacon has proposed to Taylor? Could Taylor and Deacon's engagement create even more danger and conflict? And will Dylan risk everything by telling Will, Katie, and possibly Bill about Electra's potential new youth line? That decision could completely change the growing battle between the Forresters, the Logans, and the Spencers. What do you think? Could Steffy and Carter's moment of weakness create consequences that neither of them can escape? And do you think Dylan should protect Forrester Creations or warn Will about what may be coming? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the spoiler update, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Biggest Spoilers, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next bold and the beautiful update. Thanks for watching Biggest Spoilers. Stay tuned for more drama, more twists, and more bold and the beautiful spoilers coming your way.